Morning, working people, and those of you who are, like me, retired. So, I was thinking, which we all know is a very difficult topic. So, where's the 50 years gone? Bloody hell. Uh, Left school, worked for a builder, joined the police cadets, got kicked out, went back, worked on a farm, then went onto the Tyne Tees tunnel scheme, working underground on a tunnel that was coming from Kiel to Water to the River Tees at Eggleston. Then I joined the police, got kicked out of there. I guess police wasn't my future. Then I joined the army, joined the Royal Military Police to begin with. Damaged my ankle and just thought, I want to change, and I changed to Remy. And that's what changed my life. After training, I was identified as somebody who could be trained to become a recruit instructor. And I did. And absolutely bloody loved it. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Nothing ever is it? And then I damaged my back. Really damaged my back. Squashed a disc in between the vertebrae, and it just couldn't be sorted back in those days. And then waited 3 years to get out. I remember signing off because I couldn't think of another option. Signing off and crying my eyes out for probably about a bloody week. And I still get emotional when I think about having left. That's how much of an impact it had. But during leaving, I went to work for Morban Kitchens, selling kitchens, and made a bloody fortune. Then ended up unemployed. Friggin' hell. Having to walk to the job centre because I couldn't afford a car. I'd got married in the meantime, and that just went to ratchet. That went to serious ratchet. Yeah. Anyhow, eventually, what did I do? I got a job selling pages, radio pages. From there, I went to a Vauxhall dealer selling vans and trucks. And from there, I went to work for a tourism guide company and then set up on my own with Exploring Britain. That became Tourism TV with videos. And eventually, I started Motorbike TV. Traveling the country, riding my bike, and having a whale of a time. Driven trucks, tipped tar and stone, and done the 8-wheeler, 32 tons, done the Arctic. And then the pandemic hit, and I'm missing a hell of a lot out, aren't I? But the 50 years, somebody said to me that life goes so quickly. You've got to make the most of every opportunity. And I was always a big believer in, no, life doesn't go quick at all. If you really want something, you have to wait till next week. It's how friggin' long. And we've become that way, haven't we? And that's due to online, such as Amazon. You buy it now, you get it tomorrow. You buy it tonight, you get it the next day. You go into a supermarket and everything's there that you want. Strawberries and berries in the winter. Bloody Christmas cake in the summer. Always a constant supply of bread. Do you know what I've been thinking recently? Is who pays for the excess that doesn't get bought just to keep the shelves full? Like the consumables, the salads in a packet, the other stuff that's in a plastic tub. And it always seems to have a supply of them. What happens when they don't sell? They've got to get hoyed out. Who is paying for that waste? And you wonder why the price of food is so high. They've obviously got to allow for the cost of that waste in the price of the stuff that's bought. So they might say, well, we'll only sell 50% of it. Instead of £1, we'll have to charge £2 to cover the cost of everything. Bloody stupid. And the overproduction of food is just ridiculous. I'm of the generation that if you didn't get to the Tesco's or the whatever it used to be called, I can't remember now. Um, and if you didn't get there early, you didn't get a loaf of bread or you didn't get a pint of milk because people would have it and they'd run out of stock. And that's just how it was. Now you can go 24 hours a day to buy a pint of milk. That's just feckin' madness. It's ridiculous. In fact, I believe that even Sunday opening is ridiculous. I'm sure people can cope for a bloody day without having to rattle around a sodden supermarket. Anyhow, 50 years has gone since working with a guy in Middleton and Teesdale doing building work, pointing the outside of a house, skimming a wall, doing the plumbing. Where's it gone? And that's the issue, isn't it? The mind is a photograph album. And it has no perception of time going backwards at all. None. None whatsoever. Because it always needs to look forward. And you can look back to things that have gone wrong and things that have been bad and things that you've been cheated on and shafted and lied to and stabbed in the back. But also the things where you've been happy and shagging and more shagging. And did I mention shagging? And it's as if it was last night. Had a heart attack. It's strange, really, life. We think it's so important, and it isn't. I left work on Tuesday, about 1:30. I'm forgotten about already. My seat's already not even got cold and somebody's sitting in it. And that's the point, isn't it? The business that you're working with or for, or even your own, it's got to keep moving forward. It's got to keep evolving. It's got to keep manufacturing or selling or producing. And you're just a small cog in the wheel that when you've gone, you've gone. Thank you for your service. Fuck off. And it's made me realize all the stuff I've worried about. The sleepless nights, the tears, the spewing up because you're that wound up. Not one bit of it. Not one nanosecond of that strife, of that engorged feeling of depression, of hopelessness. Not one bit of it was worth it. Not one. Not bloody one. God, I wish I'd known that 50 years ago. Anyhow, that'll do. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Ta-da! To infinity and where? Where? Beyond.